Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. We're now joined by head tennis coach Robin Langley. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I know we had you on the show last week, so we were able to sit down and talk with you, but your team's had quite an eventful week last week with your annual trip to Hilton Head. What makes that trip so special for your team every year, and what were some of the highlights from this year's trip to coastal South Carolina?
This is a time that my team just so looks forward to. A lot of team bonding, and the whole concept behind the Hilton Head tennis tournament is teams kind of descend from all parts of the nation and come down and play. So we have an opportunity to play a lot of teams that we normally wouldn't be able to. Teams out of Ohio, West Virginia, sometimes New York. So it's just a good opportunity for us to get outside the conference, play a lot of competition, and then also just be able to focus just on tennis and on the team.
Well, for those of us that follow tennis on Facebook, I understand there was some sort of karaoke competition early on the trip. Do you care to share some moments of who would maybe move on to Hollywood and audition, or some of the special moments that you had from that?
I think they all would claim that they could move on in Hollywood. I think the best part of it, we had some of our international girls doing some songs in Dutch and in Spanish, but I think the girls are ready to do a riff off. I heard that wrestling did some entertaining this weekend, so maybe with wrestling, or my girls actually think they could probably be in Pitch Perfect 3.
Well, your biggest tests this year have come against Mother Nature, with a handful of your matches having to be rescheduled due to rain, snow, bitter cold temperatures. But besides the obvious, what are some of the disadvantages moving matches around like that, and as well as having just 10 matches under your belt through the first 37 days of your season?
Yeah, we have a whole lot of tennis to play. We still aren't even halfway through our season, and we're getting compacted at this point. It's difficult preparing. We haven't had a lot of practice days, and then all of a sudden we're thrown into matches with little practice. So it's been tough trying to find that balance, and we have players that have injuries, so just trying to keep them prepared but not overdo it, and then all of a sudden we're facing back-to-back matches, so it's a challenge. And then also, we have to juggle class schedules because we're having matches that are getting pushed from the weekends into weekdays. And as you know, my girls are very focused on their academics, so we're really having to work with professors to make sure the girls aren't getting behind.
Well, the Braves will play 4 matches over a 10-day stretch beginning on Thursday in Augusta, Georgia. How concerned are you with fatigue playing so many matches so close together?
Well, this past week, as you know, in Hilton Head, we played 5 matches in a row. That was a lot of tennis. So 4 in 10 days doesn't sound that bad to me. But we are battling some injuries. So right now it's about management, just managing each player's injuries, knowing when to back off a little bit. Rest becomes so important at this point, and just being smart about what we do in practice and making sure we're just game ready.
Well, what are some of the key matches for your team over the next month, not just in Peach Belt Conference play, but also in some of your non-conference matchups?
Well, we're hoping at the end of this week, weather permitting, we can get in Augusta State and Clayton State, and those have always been tough matches. We've had good battles with Clayton. More so into April, North Georgia, Young Harris, Aiken. All of those are going to be really pivotal matches in determining whether or not we can get ourselves into the conference tournament.
Well, I asked you this the last time we had you on the show, but what are some of your goals, your team goals, that you set before the season? And after this week, are some of them still attainable midway through your 2015 campaign?
Right. We've stumbled a little bit on winning, all the non-conference matches, but yet they've been, we've played some different teams this year, so that's been great for us to see different teams. And we've battled in those, but obviously it's to get to the conference tournament. And we still have a lot of conference matches to play, so we're really, really focusing on that because we would like to send our seniors out, having gone to the conference tournament for the first time in their 4 years.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
And we're going to take our next break. When we come back, we're going to be talking to Director of Athletics, Dick Christie, so stay tuned.